Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, Antonio, Star Wars, the Acolyte. Of course, we are the Calrissian kids because none raised us. Two episode premiere. Number one, Lost and Found. Number two, Revenge and Justice.
Mhm.
All spoilers. And what are your initial thoughts on this?
Um, hmm, um,
Dramatic pause.
I'm really thinking like, what are my initial thoughts of this? It's it's a show that's starting off.
It's a show.
I don't mean it like it's a show. It's starting off. I'm just trying to get a better understanding of it, and of course, I won't get that until later on. I'm still trying to get a grasp of what's going on. Initial thoughts too, as well, is you can tell this is the High Republic because everything looks super duper clean. Everything look Coruscant looks immaculately clean. Even, like somebody could dump something on the street and be like, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine," type stuff.
3 second rule.
3 second rule. Also, within the first 5 minutes, I already knew what was about to happen. The first 5 minutes of the first episode, I said, I know what's about to happen right here. And that's one of those things where sometimes I hate that about a show when I can tell what's about to happen. But then too, I like to wait and see if I'm gonna get a twist or something that I'm not, what I'm saying? Like what's an M. Night Shyamalan? It's a twist, whatever. To my robot chicken fans out there, y'all know exactly it's a twist. but yeah, I kind of after the first 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes of the episode, I said, okay, I know what's about to happen here. I said, this person has a twin, and apparently this is an evil twin. And sure enough, have a twin.
Twins. All right.
Yeah.
So I watched it this morning
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta stop watching stuff when I first wake up. Because like I be not focused, man. Like I can't do it no more. So I
Uh-huh.
was watching it and I was like, okay, there's a couple things that stood out. One,
Mm-hmm.
it there's a okay, I don't know if it's like it's just, I noticed this, it's just a weird choice to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're artistically, you saw how clean like Coruscant was, right? I'm glad you mentioned
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice how grainy everywhere else was?
Yes.
And I thought it was just like, yo, like, what is
Yes.
this? I'm like, yo, everywhere else was very like they
Mm-hmm.
chose a like a real kind of heavy film stock, like a heavy grain
Mm-hmm.
over the rest of, especially like when they went to that planet that was snowing,
Yes.
Karlak,
Yes. Call that. Yeah.
and even when it was on the transport, the prison transport, it was
Mm-hmm.
like, is this like this has to be purposeful? So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I just noticed that. Secondly, I really wasn't thinking about the whole twin thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me be
Mm-hmm.
honest, because sometimes I just be trying to watch stuff. I really try to suspend my animation of disbelief. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Whatever how the phrase goes. Okay. I try not to think so hard sometimes. I just want to watch the show. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when it got to the twin thing being confirmed, I was like, am I actually gonna like this? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the having the twin thing is a very, it's an old trope. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's not really used in our modernity. Usually during these, like, people don't usually use the identical twin trope a lot anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I was like, there has to be something more
When's
with
the last
this.
time you think you saw that?
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you the first thing that came to mind last time I saw it, identical twin thing. But both of them were still bad. What's the Steven Seagal movie? Um, you know what I'm talking about? It was a is a
Seagal.
is it a time to kill? Not a time to kill, but
No.
Mark for Death or something. The thing when they, yeah, it's the movie. People don't talk about. It's the movie where he have like the Rastafarian twins, and like you find out at the end that the main like Scarface or something like that the main villain had a identical twin brother that he thought he killed or whatever, and he saw at the end like, oh, I got to kill another one of these dudes or whatever like that. Yeah.
It's been a while. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was very like a very common trope in like the like 80s and like 90s action and even some some sci-fi stuff. The whole
Mm-hmm.
like there's a twin. You know what I'm saying? Sister. But anyway,
Mark for Death. Excuse me.
damn, Mark for Death, man.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mark
was
for
really
Death.
we was really out here like focus on Star Wars. So that was the thing. And then the twin thing too really stuck out because I was like, man, like I really hope there's something more to that. And as the second episode kind of evolves, like, okay, so there's something more to that. And I appreciate that. And the last thing that I noticed, not even noticed, was like, yo, they probably killed the strongest actor off in the first 5 minutes too.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
so looking forward to seeing Carrie Ann Moss.
Can I say
And
something too?
yeah, go ahead.
When this happened and this person and the May, the villain came up and was like, hey, I need, so I need you to strike me for, and they're fighting and everything. And the fight was going on for too long. I said, are they about to kill Carrie Ann? Are they about to kill Trinity in this?
I
That's what
was
I
like,
said. I think they
yo,
about to kill Trinity. I said if this girl doesn't like do something to escape within the next few seconds, they're gonna kill Trinity. And they killed Trinity, for the Matrix. Carrie Ann Moss was Trinity in the Matrix. And that's what they did. I was like, all right. So let's see what happens from here.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
very disappointed.
Yeah.
But no, it's whatever. I guess they really trying to make sure that look, yo, ain't nobody safe in this. And if that's the case, then I love that because my pick for the next person to die is gonna be Yord because like I hate that bastard, yo.
Okay. Can I get a fist pound on that right there? Can I get a fist pound on that? Man, oh my God. Oh my God. And if y'all wonder who Yorgi, that's the dude with
That's Star Wars Killmonger.
the Star Wars Killmonger. Listen, me and Rashad talked about this a few months ago. Ever since Black Panther, Hollywood has decided that is the hairstyle for Black people,
And
for Black
especially in
men
gaming. Oh my God.
in gaming and stuff, for games and stuff. Stop it. Stop it. None of us are out here really rocking that. Well, Black Americans, I don't know what they're doing over there in the UK or rather, but I'm pretty sure African Americans are not like, yo, let me get that Killmonger, Killmonger, the emo Black man hair. Stop it. That dude, oh my God.
But the funny thing is, like, I don't
uh,
even know if their artistic choice to have his hair like that really
mm-hmm.
fits him. Because when I mean
He's a douche.
this man is a jerk.
Yeah.
He's just a lame. Oh, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes into the deeper theme of the episode. We're gonna get to the episode, but I just want to like flesh
Mm-hmm.
out some thoughts here. He's the person who was whack in high school and then ends up being a cop
Yes.
or ends up going to the military because that's really what these two episodes are showing me. Because remember, this is like the tail end of the High Republic.
Yeah.
This isn't like the glory days of the High Republic. You know what I'm saying? Before they had that hyperspace incident at the beginning of the High Republic and all that. This is like the end of it.
Yeah.
So this is right before their descent into the Galactic Empire.
Yeah.
So that being said,
because the epilogue said 100 years before the rise of the Empire, it is a time of peace. The Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic has prospered for centuries without war. Centuries, get that right there. But in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. One of them, a lone assassin, risks discovery to seek revenge. Just wanted to get that out the way.
Yeah. So this dude right here is part of this. Okay. All right. Let's start talking about some themes because the episode itself it's really simple. It's like we got some twins here. The twins are really trying to the evil twin May is trying to essentially kill 4 Jedis. There is this event that happened on her home planet where somebody burnt the whole thing down. You know what I'm saying? They thought that May died.
And May
May
thought
also thought that
thought
her sister
sister
died.
Ocean died. Yeah,
Yeah.
Osha.
OSHA.
Yeah,
Interesting they call her OSHA, and she's out here on the side of a daggone a
world's
spaceship
spaceship.
welding. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this. So as we know, the Jedi be some trash, and they obviously hid something, even to
Mm-hmm.
the point where files are missing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And your boy that end up killing himself. We got Jedi suicide on up here,
We've never
and
seen that
never
before.
seen that. He took a vow, basically a vow of silence. So he just like, yo, I'm so sad about what I did. I ain't even talking to nobody.
Can
This
we can,
man's
can we explain something?
go ahead.
Okay, it's one thing to meditate. This man has been in suspended animation meditating for 10 years.
I don't think he's been doing it for 10 years straight, yo.
They
Like,
said it's a decade. They said
I
he's
don't
been
think
doing it
like
for it,
I,
man. He
man,
said
I
he was doing it for a
don't.
decade, bro.
I think he just be doing it all the time. He got to get up, use the bathroom, and like, you know what I'm saying, and eating
My
stuff.
man, he's the dude. The dude was like, "Yo, where is Jedi Master, whatever Thibault or whatever his name was, or what I can't think of right now?" And they said he's been meditating. He said, "I want to speak to him." He's been meditating for the last decade. And I was like, "What?" So he's been floating in place and built a force field around himself.
Yeah,
It's just
his name is on Chimera. Yeah,
yeah, for a decade. They said he
yeah.
has been
It
better.
felt like I know what they said, but I just can't believe that he's been doing that for 10 years straight. Anyway, but
Hey man,
still,
these are Jedi. We forget these dudes are
I know
staunch in their.
maybe that's just one of the conditions of his
Yeah,
of the vow. But anyway, but there are some things going on
I've been waiting.
that
I've been waiting for you.
yeah, like what does that even mean?
The
Yo,
dude,
like
like the dude, like she tried to get him at first, but she
yeah,
couldn't get through his force field, so she went and got like some poison
yeah.
from this guy who looks eerily like Ezra Miller. I was kept saying, "Is
Tony,
that Ezra Miller?"
I said Tony, is
I said,
that
"I know Disney." I said, "I know Disney ain't getting Mr. Problematic
I
himself."
said, Tony, why is it? I said, why does this man look like Asian Ezra Miller? That's the
Right.
first thing I said. I said, hold on. I said, no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. That haircut is crazy. I
Yeah.
said, I said, okay, let me focus again. Because I said
Right.
this, he got it looking like, he's about to, bump into somebody and try to touch their breast. But anyway,
Yeah.
um,
And she gets the poison. She
the
comes
poison from
back
him.
to him
Yeah.
and she talks to him while he's still meditating. It was like, you know what you did, blah, 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 blah. You can't live with yourself. You could either, so what she say? Tell people what you did, or you could just end this right here. And she
Yeah.
set that vial of poison down.
My bad. The
He
dude name is Torben. Chimera
Corbin,
is the is
yeah,
Agent Ezra Miller. My
yeah.
bad.
So he comes out of his meditation, looks her in the eyes, and says, "May, I've been waiting for you," and just grabs it and drinks it, and he kills himself.
I'm like, yo.
What is going on here,
So so
Rashad?
so 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 again, whatever they did
Mm-hmm.
on that planet,
Mm-hmm.
it must have been heinous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it must have, and I'm going off just the whole notion that I really only watched like two trailers. So our girl is in in this series too. Jodie Turner Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
she in here as well. So of
yeah.
course it's gonna be because she definitely black. So there's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
some connection with her and May and Osha. You know what I'm saying? They're like some sort of like, force switches or whatever. So we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see that whole connection and the fact that May keeps on having these visions of her sister and all that. Like that part, very, very interesting.
And you know what too? And then once again, we talk about how trash the Jedi is. What's the what's Asian Ezra Miller? I can't I don't want to
Come
stop.
here.
Chimera. Remember the first thing he said when they came to his shop and they cornered him? Hey man, please don't do no memory wipe type stuff or whatever. That's already let.
They said
That's
don't do
already
that
let
mind wipe or
that
whatever
mind
y'all
wipe.
do.
That's letting y'all know that they did some mind wiping on OSHA or whatever, because they've done
That's
some mind
yeah,
wiping or
because
something on
because they
OSHA.
wouldn't see that just for no reason. That's good, Tony.
Yeah, because my man ain't just come out of nowhere and be like, hey, yo, don't do no mind wipe type stuff for me. And this, you know what I'm saying, this and that or whatnot. So yeah. It's also too another person we know that's in this. The the young lady that is Soul's new Padawan, and Soul is the gentleman that was in Asian I said Asian in Squid Games,
Yeah,
that main character Squid Games, um Lee Jung Jae, he's played Saul. His new Padawan is Jackie Long, played by none other than Daphne Keene, aka X-23.
yeah, and it was real cool seeing. I said, "Oh man, that is Daphne King,
Because
yo."
at
Okay.
first I was sitting there like, I said, hold on, is that the? I said, are they double casting? Because she almost looks like the girl that played young Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show a little.
Nah, 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 nah. Lord,
That's what
she's
I was thinking at
yeah.
first. I saw close in the face. I said, yeah, that's I said that's X-23. That's Daphne King or whatever. So yeah. I, yeah. I mean, it's just wild. But let's get back to this trash Jedi that we don't like.
So Tony, like when I'm looking at this,
Yord. Just
yeah, Yord and just the Jedi at this time. I
mm-hmm,
just want to talk about them as just in general.
mm-hmm.
Like you can clearly see that they have okay. So, because I was really thinking about this today when I was at work, because I saw this twice. I said, let me watch this
Okay.
again. And you have like you heard of the like the phrase like there's the letter of the law, then there's the spirit
Mm-hmm,
of the law.
mm-hmm,
Like you can clearly see that they are working definitively under the letter of the law because
mm-hmm,
they aren't really giving them any flexibility for anything. Like they clearly into this descent of being just a dogmatic Jedi. Because at the beginning, because even at the beginning of the High Republic, you know what I'm saying,
mm-hmm,
they were more fluid in how they operated. So along the way, the things that go along that happen in the High Republic lead them to this point of being say, hey, we gotta lock stuff down. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So they've been then get motivated and led by fear, which is something that Soul told Yoda, look, yo,
mm-hmm,
don't be motivated by your fear. Like this, she
mm-hmm.
didn't do it. Like you believe her? Like, yeah, yo, like it's clear she ain't do it.
Yeah.
So
And they also and like it's wild for the Jedi. All of them except for Soul. Soul's the only one. So all of them are very, like, you thought the Jedi that we knew growing up and whatever now were arrogant. These mofos are on a whole different level of arrogance, and their hubris is just off the hook. Like they're just like, did you feel that, Rashad, or is it just me? Like,
nah, cause even Vanestra Rowe was
uh-huh,
like, oh, like just very you can tell like look, and
yeah,
also them being like the politicization of the Jedi.
mm-hmm,
Like he said, look, man, like if we this gets out, then our political foes
mm-hmm,
can use this against us. I'm like, but y'all
mm-hmm.
ain't supposed to be really dealing in
Into the
politics.
politics, yeah.
So
Y'all are just
again,
supposed to be keepers of the peace, bro. That's all y'all
yeah,
supposed to
so
be
you can
doing.
so again, so like a lot of this stuff is seeding to what we see to like in like the Skywalker era and what led to
Mm-hmm.
the fall of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting just watching this part of the history of the Jedi and
Mm-hmm.
them being so certain and just so full of themselves. That's
Mm-hmm.
why when Yoda ends up saying like blinded like we have been by the
Mm-hmm.
dark side, because like
Mm-hmm.
yo, because it was there the whole time and they just
Yeah.
didn't really want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, who is the master? Who is May's master?
I have no
Because
idea.
because
We
that's the
saw
real
we
question.
saw him we saw him in the shadows. or whatever, him or her in the shadow,
Literally.
in the shadow light. And the thing is, when Soul was even interrogating her,
You said your master don't ain't even say tell you
ain't
who he
even you
was.
right, ain't even let you know who they are or whatever. Like you see this person from a distance, or this person is just a hooded, shrouded figure or whatnot. I would be interested to see if her master is someone who's currently in the Jedi Order or whatever like that. Um, Before we go further, I do want to say this. I'm going to be disappointed in this show if we do not see a young Yoda. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
We're
And the
gonna
only reason,
we're gonna see like a 700-year Yoda.
right? I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't see. What was this? Is 300 years or
100 years.
100 years before? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be very disappointed if we don't see. Because
I think we
Yoda's
will.
nine hundred,
He's
800
on
years
he's
old.
on the council. You
Right.
know what
So
I'm saying?
I'm gonna be
So
disappointed we don't see him, or if we don't even see Maz Kanata, because she was around, because she's like almost older than Yoda.
I doubt we see Maz.
Right, I doubt
But
we do,
like
but I want to
I
see.
think we're gonna see Yoda.
Yeah,
Because that's
that
gonna
might be
be like
something, a cliff thing at the end or something, probably.
the connecting,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, force that binds us
Yeah.
from the Skywalker to this
Well,
era.
well, that what you said that draws something up when you talked about what's my man what's his name,
Yord.
Yord. What you said about him being like that cornball dude who goes to the military and whatever. He comes back all starred out and stuff like that. You're right, because that's exactly how it was when Osha saw him when he came
That's what I'm
to the thing.
saying.
She was like, "Yord, like yo, we did training together." She probably used to wipe the floor with this dude or whatever when they used to train, and
Cause yo, cause
she
you
was like, "You finished the trials?"
you finally finished your trials, huh?
And
Look at you,
he was
boy.
like, 2 years ago I finished the trial. Like, all right, settle down.
And she was like, yeah, like basically, I've been out of that joint for 6 years. So it took you 4 years to do your trials. Tony, yo. And like and the way this man is so like he so wants to have the appearance that I'm a Jedi. Your man was
Mm-hmm.
steaming his suit when they came in.
Oh, girl said, put your clothes on. She said,
Put on your clothes.
you
And
know
and,
who
and
reminded me of? My
who's
man
that?
from God, my man from, was it Andor? The God, the Republic, the Empire dude who was
Oh,
he was
oh,
reminded, he was giving those vibes
yeah,
to that dude. I can't
yeah,
think of his
yeah.
name right
The
there.
dude with the mama that hated him. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
She was like, "Here, eat your Fruit Loops.
yeah,
Eat your
yeah.
Star Wars Fruit Loops with your blue belt, bastard."
Your
Yeah,
uncle's gonna give you a job. You sorry little bastard. You
yeah,
didn't amount to nothing. You couldn't even keep a job. Anyway,
yeah.
so he also like when he was sitting. Matter of fact, this nasty bastard was sitting on her bed with his outside clothes and had the nerve to not want to wrinkle his cape. I
I
was
was like,
like,
he gonna do the Michael Jackson. He gonna do the Michael Jackson flute with the. I was like, no, Michael Jackson, take the shirt though. He gonna do that with his cape. Like, bro, get out of here with your outside clothes sitting on this
he
daggone woman's bed.
hit him with the shamon. You know what I'm saying?
Shimon.
Yeah, so Yoda's whack. I do like how they're setting up X-23, Jackie,
Jackie,
as they're giving her a actual arc because
Mm-hmm.
right now she's basically, even when she gave her suggestion, you know what I'm saying, that had the other person go in and yada yada all that
Uh-huh.
stuff in the second episode, she's being more flexible,
Mm-hmm.
and Soul being like the Jedi Master over that night. And even though like technically she's yours Padawan, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why she's a little stickler for everything too. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
notice at the beginning, she's asking all these questions. You know what I'm saying? Am I free to speak? She's very much by the book too.
Yeah.
So
He said,
it's it,
hey, relax. stop asking me that.
Yeah, so she's definitely seeing like there's a different way that I can be a Jedi. And
Mm-hmm.
even the whole notion of Soul telling her he was because she was like on some look, man, I can't have attachments. Attachments, yada yada. She said, hey, we kind of need our memories, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm again, because like we all are but a collection of memories as people. You know what I'm saying? We are what we remember essentially. So we can
What
pass
they
that
say,
down.
Rashad, you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. You know,
Amen.
and he's probably keeping that how because he did built an attachment to OSHA, and then probably was like, yo, what could I have done different? You know what I'm
Yeah, because your
saying?
man is just living with the guilt of whatever atrocity that occurred on the planet. And as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm probably thinking that it has something to do with the Force Witches, that they just like straight up tried to, Mother Towson and
Yeah,
all of them, you know what I'm saying, like during the Separatists did during the Clone Wars
just
and
come here
just
and snatch up
eliminate all
kids.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a kid or two and then be out. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's yeah,
Because like I
it's
said, it's
a
wild
mess.
because like I'm trying like I'm Sith, I'm trying to be a killer, you know what I'm saying? But when she sat there and was like, when he was like, yo, OSHA's he was like, yo, you lying to me. Like, don't lie to me, you know.
Yeah,
So it's this is her fuel for the fire to see, you know what I'm saying, what happened. And then you saw her reaction when she did see OSHA, when she see OSHA, she was like, OSHA, is that you? And then we know OSHA has resentment because she, for some reason, believes, like I said, we don't know if she saw it or if it was some type of Jedi trickery or whatever. She believes that May burnt down whatever their village and killed all her family, killed all their both
yeah,
of their family
yeah, yeah,
or whatever. So OSHA is kind of has some vengeance in her heart, and you see that Soul was just like, hey, yeah, let it go. He kept telling her to. He was like, hey, let it go. It was giving me Kylo Ren vibes of let the past die. You remember when he was telling her, let the past die? Like he knew what was up. He was like, yo, let the past die.
burn it all down.
Burn it all down and stuff like that. And she's like, what do you mean let the past die? Types, you know what I'm saying,
Nah,
type
it is.
stuff.
I'm still presently here in the past trying to deal with the
My trauma.
trauma. Yeah, because I haven't really been able to deal with it. Because you already know, as soon as she got to Coruscant, they was training her. You know what I'm saying? There was no dealing with the loss of what happened. And even if the council was on some, yeah, like you barely got in, she still got in and then went straight to work, which is another thing too. How a lot of times we don't really deal with grief. We just work our way through it. And then it just boom hits us and we a whole ass mess. So this there's a lot of small life lessons in these
Yeah.
first two episodes that I think a lot of people may not be appreciating because
Yeah.
they had expectations of what the show was going to be, and it
Right.
is clearly not whatever you guys thought.
Yeah. You know what vibes I'm also getting? I'm getting vibes of God, what's the Green Jedi Master's name? The one that's pumping information to the one that got sold to go and do the go on the mission and stuff and was like, hey, I can't lose you. You get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send somebody else over. She's giving
Of Vanestra.
Vanestra's giving Mace Windu hater vibes towards Anakin, but having it towards OSHA or whatever. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Mace Windu is probably one of my favorite Jedi's there, but that dude was a pure blown hater when it came to Anakin. Sit down, Sky. Sit down, Jedi. Whatever like that. He didn't want Anakin from the beginning and everything, and Anakin come along do all this stuff or whatnot. She's giving same vibes like towards OSHA, like oh this and that. But then she kind of realized like yeah, maybe it ain't OSHA if she was with you, because we got report that this happened over at a local, saying Jedi temple or whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah, so I really think that I'm glad it was a they did both these episodes back to back.
Mm-hmm.
This how can I say this? I feel like they laid enough for us to have a very successful show.
Yeah, they put breadcrumbs down for
Like
me.
I like this, but the thing that I initially thought was I hope that they and this is my personal thing. Like if you've been watching us on for the past couple of years and you know like this is just a personal thing for me. I hope that they don't fall into the whole reveal thing. Like everything doesn't need to be a reveal. The only reveal that we need to have right now is to be honest is one reveal and one realization. The one reveal is going to be whoever the master is.
Yeah.
And the realization is going to be what actually happened on the planet. Other than that,
What did the master say? He was like, "You don't need a weapon to defeat a Jedi.
yeah,
You need an acolyte."
you need to acolyte. So
Yeah.
essentially, he's trying to test May just to see how good good them hands is. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
are you gonna like if you can kill essentially if you have an okay if you have enough hate in your body then you can kill somebody with your bare hands. You won't need a weapon.
yeah.
And it's clear right now she ain't got enough hate in her body because
Mm-hmm.
you can even tell how she's set up. How she gonna walk to the Jedi talking about some hey, do this little stupid thing and say, look,
Uh,
hit me with all you got. And What's was like, what the
Carrie
hell are
Ann
you
Moss
talking
just
about?
looked at her like, "What?
They laughed at her.
They all at the bar, and, yo, and everybody was like, "The hell, get out of here!" Also, let's give it up for this show keeping up the trope of cantinas popping up in almost every form of Jedi media we have, going back to the Mos Eisley cantina, of course the cantina that was in the prequel series when they cut off Ogre, saying that one, saying the one that tried to kill Padme in her sleep, her
Yeah.
arm. Then of course, cantinas are a big thing in the Star Wars in the Star Wars universe. But I was just weak at how they were laughing, like, what? Girl, get out, girl! If you don't stop, whatever, like you don't
Okay,
stop.
you're somewhere with that nonsense.
But
Yeah, yeah.
also too, can we see how Soul played her so hard? How he took every last blade off of her, just sitting there moving. She went,
Yes.
"Uh-oh."
Like he really don't want to like you're not really ready for this fight because on the top of that even though he was like I want you to kill somebody with your bare hands she was still trying to snatch everybody lightsaber up as well
Yeah, she was.
every
She kept,
time.
and they knew it too. They was like, "Psych, not today, or whatever." You know what I was hoping to see, because I thought after she killed Carrie Ann Moss' character, I was hoping to see her take the lightsaber, and oh man, if they would have showed her making the crystal bleed.
That's what I was like, yo, that
Oh,
would be so
if they
dope.
showed her like just putting all her hate and anger in it and making that crystal bleed, it would have been fantastic. But it's not. But yeah, I think the big thing, the two big things right now, I think it's gonna be two reveals. Number one, no, well, you're right, a reveal and a realization. The realization is gonna be, what the hell did the Jedi do to make one of their Jedi masters commit commit seppuku and kill himself because kill himself because of what atrocity they did on them girls' home planet. And then also, who is this? I don't even want to say Sith Lord, but this Dark Force wielder. You know what I'm saying, Master
Yeah.
that has her in a chokehold. I'm going to give you an early candidate for me.
Who you got?
I keep forgetting the guy named Asian Ezra Miller, because he just seems to be in the right. It's you see, he's at the. He's just like he said no weapons. This is like he's playing like the dumb role kind of, and I would not be surprised if you know at the climactic scene, you know what I'm saying, the mask comes off and you see the guy sitting there with his red yellow eyes and it's him, or what, and he's like a bigger part of the puzzle. But I am really interested. Also, 100 years before the start of the Skywalker era, could we see Sheev?
We could because I mean possibly depending on how far we go in the future. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
could we
saying?
see Sheev?
We
Because
could
I'm not
we
never so they. I don't think they've really ever said how old Sheev. Sheev, I think, might be 100 or
I
something.
mean, could we see Sheev? Could we see Darth Plagueis? You know what I'm saying? Is the quote unquote master? Could that be Darth Revan? Could they bring him back and put him into actual canon? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of ways to go about it. Or it's more than likely it's just somebody new that they made it for the show.
yeah. And like it's and like the dude was like he used to run smuggle for the Huts. So of course we know the Huts
Huts is
around,
around, you know what I'm saying?
So it depends on which hut we talk, what I'm saying, which hut we talk about, because I think this is around the time Jabba might be getting born or whatever. Because I think Jabba's like
Probably.
300 years old by the time we get to the what I'm saying, to the Skywalker era of it. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Like I said, first part of the episode one was kind of slow, and I kind of was like, and like I said, within the first 10 minutes, I kind of figured out that I said, oh, she has a twin, she has an evil twin sister or whatnot. But yeah, um, yeah. Also, too, Soul is given somewhat of progressive Jedi as like kind of like a Qui-Gon
Yeah.
to me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's and it's funny you say that because that's who they kind of like, pattern the his character after was Qui-Gon.
Okay.
Okay.
See, well, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you can tell because like he like man, like he's almost like a progressive, like religious person. Like I believe in my faith, but like y'all
Mm-hmm.
be a lot of that stuff y'all doing. Like
Everything is black and white.
I ain't really down with all that y'all doing. Like y'all
Yeah.
not really y'all ain't reading the text for real. Y'all just
Right. Everything
regurgitating.
ain't as black as white as y'all making it out to
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
being very, very binary
Yeah.
and what y'all talking about. But nah, you're like, we gonna stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it some time just to see, as the
How many
kids say.
episodes is this going to be?
Hold on. I just saw that. It's going to be
Eight
eight
episodes.
episodes. So
So
we
we got 6 episodes.
got a
Okay.
little bit of ground to cover in the next couple. So if you were one of the popular kids, you got the first two. If they really love you, then you got the first four episodes. So Disney gave a couple creators the first four episodes already. So
Okay.
we already know whatever probably the first either the revelation or the reveal is going to be within the next two episodes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
depending on how that goes. Also, Leslie Headland, I think she directed the first two episodes.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't everything else is going to be other people going
Mm-hmm.
to be on writing wrote and directed the rest of this season. So we see what her initial vision is, and let's see how everybody takes off with that. Of course, she's still going to be essentially show running, but yeah, we'll
It
see
looks
how
like
this
it looks like
looks.
it's going to be just three more people directing episodes, but they're spread out. Like you
Yeah,
got Koganda.
yeah, dude is
Koganda does two episodes. They got the next episode in episode 7. Alex Garcia Lopez has 4 and 5, and Henley Culpepper has 6 and 8.
yeah, yeah. This dude is very young in his journey. You know what I'm saying? In
Mm-hmm.
regards to the making films, but he does have a Peabody Award, so
Okay.
that's something. But yeah, we're gonna see how this pops off. I am optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Cautiously optimistic
Yeah.
about this little part of the Star Wars universe. But yeah, that's all I
It's good,
really
and
got for this.
and we like it because it's
It's different. It ain't
it's
the
different.
damn
Trust
Skywalker
me, we
era.
love the Skywalker era. We do. We love Vader. We love all that or whatever. But it's like it's giving us you can only recycle stuff for the side and try to create stuff for the Skywalker era, but so much. For me, there's maybe like one or two more things I would like to see from the Skywalker era. But even if we don't get it, I'm cool. But I'm cool with seeing this right here.
And I'm really hoping that, like, I really wish that the next thing out, movie wise,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't Mando and Grogu, but it was the Dawn of the Jedi with James Mangold. Like, I really wish that project was next.
So which
But
one is next? Ain't it on the
Mando and Grogu is next.
that's the next movie?
Yeah,
But that's not another 2 years or so, right? Or
we not getting no Star Wars like 2027 probably. Not no
What
movie.
happened to the Daisy Ridley?
That's after that. The last time I heard was they basically bumped up Mando and Grogu because I'm thinking is that they're gonna essentially wrap up the whole Mando verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
because
they
they
can be
still got to do Mando, and they got to finish
season
up
4, and they got to do Ahsoka season
Ahsoka
2,
too,
and
right?
then they're gonna do the movie, and
And I'm
that's gonna
pretty
be
sure they're not
done.
going to do Boba Fett. They're going to probably
Boba
integrate.
Fett. Nah, they're gonna
They're
they
going to
he
probably integrate that with Mando.
yeah, he ain't getting those. Yeah, they fumble that. But yeah, I so yeah, that's really where we are with this. As I wrap this up, I want to say you guys should go back on the channel and check out what we did for X-Men and MCU. That's a
Shout
good
out to the
video.
YouTube comments, y'all.
YouTube is on
I've
yo,
been looking. YouTube's
YouTube.
on fire with the
YouTube's like
comment.
I've been clipping it up and people have been
Yeah,
actually the shorts been doing have been doing rather well
yeah.
for this. So we're gonna try to do some more stuff like this because it ain't nothing like a list to get the people going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably do some more stuff like that. But yeah, this we're gonna come back to this, and then you already know what we on come Monday. Next Monday.
Next
Monday
yeah,
after next. I'm
Monday
sorry.
after
I'm
next.
so
Yeah,
ready.
you got me. So I was like, wait
I
a
was like,
minute,
oh man, I'm lying. I'm not telling the truth. All right, money after next.
and that is, ladies and gentlemen, season 2 of House of the Dragons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm lying. Yeah, next Monday we're gonna do the recap. So
oh,
we're gonna do we're gonna
I
recap
just
season
finished.
one.
I just finished doing a rewatch, and
Yeah, yeah.
man, I have some more thoughts to say.
I'm about to start. I'm gonna start my rewatch tomorrow, probably
Yeah,
tonight, and
yeah,
then we'll do a whole season one recap, just a good overview, so you will be
yeah,
ready for season two.
yeah.
And you already know all hell's about to break loose, and we're gonna be here to
They had
laugh
the
at it.
red carpet this past week,
Yeah, I
this
saw
past
that. I
weekend
saw
for
that.
that.
Other creators were there, a little jealous, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
definitely, definitely was. Hey, HBO, we here, whatever. You know, shout out
Check
to
me out.
yeah, shout out to one of the for one of the hosts, one of the reporters for Extra, Mona Kosar Abib. She also does entertainment stuff for our station as well. We get her to do sat stuff. She went there and she said she had a ball. She was like it was great. That's the one I sent you, Rashad, on
Yeah, yeah, I
Instagram,
saw that. I
whatever.
saw she must be,
Yeah,
work for the team over there. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. She works for Extra. It's extra,
Yeah,
extra.
yeah, yeah, with Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
and that other white lady, forgot her name, but nah, yo,
Is it
that's
extra? Or she?
it's extra. I mean, extra is definitely that though.
Yeah, it's one of those entertainment style
I hope it ain't
shows or
Inside
whatever.
Edition. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely ain't. They still do entertainment tonight. Remember that used to be.
Entertainment Weekly,
Remember
Entertainment Tonight. I think they do.
Remember they used to do that, man. That's shout out to Purview A&M. But
Yeah, shout out Furry Review. Nah,
but a lot of
that's
people said that I think they showed off like the first 4 episodes, the first 3 episodes on, and they were just like, yo, it's about to go down.
dang. Can't wait. But yeah, that's all we got for this one. Make sure that you are locked into us on all the things. You already know where we at.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you guys next Monday.
Peace.